Hi guys, so today I'll be reviewing these two sets from Diamond Press. They are set up for the September 11th craft show on HSN. If I have any links in the description box, they will be affiliate links, which means I will make a small commission if you purchase through those links. And these items were sent free of charge to me from Diamond Press for my review. Now, having said that, it is very early. Today's only the 4th or 5th. I don't even know. It's a blur, you guys. But these are available now, so the links will be in the description box. I do want to mention that because I know the background dyes always go really fast. If for some reason the prices were to drop in the next, 30 days basically, you can get a refund on the difference if that's something you might worry about or you're thinking about. So I just want to make sure you have that information. That's just something HSN offers. So I am going to work today with the Christmas Layered Sentiment dies. And this background set that looks really cool. I think these will go together really well. This is the Perforated background dies. So I do have a few other sets. Obviously you will see on HSN a bunch of sets that are available now from Diamond Press that I will work on in the next few days, especially now that they are available. You can see them right away. So let me open this one up. These are interesting. These are background dies. But look at this, and I was like, how it's gonna make that pretty perforated feel into your papers, which I think is so innovative, so cute. So hard to do if you're trying to do something like this by hand. We used to do that back in the day, right? We did the little paper punch and with our rulers and things like that. So there's that one with more kind of a quilted look, and then we have like this really pretty, is that the wedding ring one? What do they call it? I don't know. I used to, well, not that I used to quilt. I still quilt. I just haven't done it in a long time. This one has the pretty leaves, and I can feel that perforation on there. This has that really cool, I love this kind of pattern, and there's a name for it, and I actually just realized that name the other day because I was thinking about doing some stuff with stamps and hand carving and all these things, and I was wanting to do something like this, or even with the Zentangle designs where you do those little designs. It's something like this, and that's really pretty. And then this one's kind of cool. I was looking at this and like, well, I guess you are going to inlay it here, but again, they come with instructions, so we will see what is the intention there, and of course, hopefully with the demos and things, we'll find out more. So they have the outer die, so if you want to cut out your paper, you can, add that together. So that's really great. Again, that perforation's so pretty in there. And then on this back side, we just have different little perforations for, I guess, smaller strips. Again, I don't know because I don't have a demo to teach me what to do here. So I'm just looking at this. We have that cute little scallop design, the little hearts. So really cute little kind of bracket and the little leaves. So really, really adorable. So I'm going to use this today. And then these guys are the Christmas Layered Sentiments. So whenever I had seen the other dies I used in the last review, I think they were Rejoice Sentiments. I just figured it was a Christmas thing, but they really weren't. They were more just really nice, lovely sentiments. And this one is more of the holiday theme. So hopefully you can kind of see that. And I'll measure a couple just so you have an idea of the sizing here. It says 'Tis the Season. This one here is 4 1/4-ish by 1 3/4 deep. This one's a little bit obviously larger in one direction, almost 3 inches, and then about 2.5 the other direction. We have some smaller ones. Oh, look how cute, the little berries. Oh, that's adorable. Even the little hollies have different layers that you can layer up there. This one says, of course, Let It Snow, is 3 1/2-ish, a little bit smaller than 3 1/2 by like 2 3/4 or so. Joy, Merry Christmas, Fa La La, but I'll show you on here. Merry and Bright, we have some snowflakes, again with a background die plus the topper, which we love. We always like to have a couple layers. Oh, that Joy is so pretty. Okay, so I already know what I'm going to do really quickly because I like the way it's all cut in there. Happy Holidays, Deck the Halls, Holly Jolly, Merry and Bright, 'Tis the Season, Fa La La, and then of course all the different little toppers. It's so cute the way that just matches up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is probably pair up this guy. This feels very holiday to me, even though it's just kind of a quilting kind of look. So I'm going to use that, and we'll use these dies, even though normally I would just cut my paper down, but I'm going to go ahead and use these dies for that. And then I'm going to pop out, maybe cut out this Joy or something. But let me grab some papers and we'll get right to it. Okay, so I have my marquee here. I don't think I'm gonna need a piece of paper this big, but I just took a 12 by 12 piece of paper and I just cut it to like 4 1/4. And in the instructions on the picture, they show to kind of do this first. So I'm gonna place that there. Your machine, your machine comes with new folders, of course, but the sets always come with a new folder, and maybe I didn't mention it because it's something I just almost take for granted now. But there is a new folder whenever you pick up a new set in there. And I'm just going to put it at a little bit of an angle because sometimes when there's that speed bump there, it might not cut all the way through. And then I end up just cutting with scissors whenever it's straight lines like this. I don't mind it too much. But again, like I said, you can just cut this down with your paper too. All right, that little angle helps. I tell you, it's just the smallest bit of an angle. And what I mean by that is when you put it in here, if you put it straight across and you put it in your machine, this is, a lot of machines will do the same thing. It, boom, it hits this and then it might not cut as well. But if you have that slight angle, just the smallest amount, like literally, because that's all we can do anyhow, it'll hit, you know, this corner that's up a little bit before it starts hitting here, and then comes down, and it just works better. So we have that. And now I'm gonna take this guy, so pretty, oh my gosh. And I'm just gonna place it, so this paper does have a white back. I don't know if that's gonna show through as far as like the way it's gonna etch into this, but I will put this on here on this plate. That is a very nice plate. And I'm just putting it this way just because I wanna see and make sure my paper doesn't move. But you can put it face down if you want. Wow. It feels cool. I like it. So this one, sometimes when I run things through, it feels just like nothing's happening, just goes right through. This one is giving me a little bit of resistance. So just so you know that information. Look at this. Oh, that is so pretty. Just that texture. Love it. Okay. So I didn't pick out a card base yet, which I suppose I need to do that. And again, I always like to use a newer one whenever I use a large die. So I'm going to keep this for continuing to use for large dies. But I'm going to put this to the side for now and get one of my older folders. See, it's a little bit more warped for the smaller pieces. So that would be the Joy sentiment here. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do the background in red. And I have some scraps here. I'm just gonna, actually, does it fit this way? Oh yeah, so I can use even less paper. Someone's like, you know, I like that you always show how to be kind of frugal with your paper. Though you must have tons of paper. And I do, but you know what? We're getting low. I'm starting to use it up. Like I said, bust it out, use your stuff, guys. And I'm starting to get lower and lower, which is great. So there's that. And then I've got this lighter green color because I figured this would kind of contrast. I cut it just a little bit too much, so I'll cut it here. And I'm taping it just because I don't want it to shift too much while they're in there, because I'm going to run them both at the same time. And we're going to run this through. Those dies, these etched in dies, would be really nice to do like a shaker card with, because in the background you're going to have that texture that you can still see, you know, if you had this with some kind of shaker card type thing. Really cute. Oh, and these letters, these kind of things, when you have a background plus the topper, are great for oh gosh, shaker cards too. Let me pop this guy out. He's in there. Again, we have our ejector buttons, I like to call them. Sometimes they're for the pieces, but sometimes they're for the actual die cut. So we have our little tab there. Oh, how cute. So what I'm going to do is put a little glue on the back of my hand like I like to do. And just do this kind of padding thing so I can stick it right on here. And I will be right back. Before we finish this guy up, what I want to do is score a standard A2 size card base. So it's 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to score it at 4 1/4. And I'm going to fold it here. And I did notice that that die, which is really nice, that big, huge, you know, matte die here, is rounded on the edges. And it's a very slight corner rounding. So what I'm going to do is round it with my corner rounders, which I haven't used in forever. So this will be fun. And like I said, it's kind of small. So on these crocodiles, we have a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch. I'm going to use a 1/4 inch side. I'm going to chomp through both sides of my card just to echo that little bit of corner rounding in there. Just a little bit. Look at that. Oh, so cute. Okay. You know what? I want to stick this down real quick. So I'm going to put this. This paper feels amazing. I don't know. It totally changes the feel of the paper just from that perforating. It feels interesting. Like, I don't know. It just has some fun feeling to it there. Okay, I'm going to stick this down right quick. Okay, got one of the kiddos coming down the stairs. So I was going to pop this on here. And I think, you know, it needs a little something. So I was thinking, well, let's try these guys out. So I do have this that kind of echoes the little base design there. And I am going to cut these out of little strips of black, just to bring that black up to the front. So I have some pieces here. Let me see. This is about, I'll say 3/4 of an inch wide. So I'm going to cut 3/4 inch strips just off of this, and I'll be right back. So I have some strips here. The length doesn't really matter. I'm just going to run them down this way. And then we're just going to put them in the background. So I'm going to hold this here. It doesn't move. And I'll do the same with the other 3 strips, just so I have some different lengths of strips, and then we'll see what we want to do with it. Oh, so cool. And then it pushes it through, so I suppose it depends on what side you want, but I would still say that this is the side that should be sticking up. I'll do the same thing with the other 2 strips, and we're just going to do a little fun with them. I was kind of eyeballing what I want to do here, and I think something like this. So I kind of wanted them to be a little bit different here and there. So what I'm going to do is just take some scissors and maybe cut this one here. You know what I like about this design? It always is kind of like a mind, it kind of messes with your eyes. Because if you see the rings, then you see like a flower shape, and then you're back to just the rings. It's kind of cool. Maybe there, maybe cut this one like here, make it a little bit longer. And then this one's smaller like here. Cut it a little bit straighter. And you don't have to use scissors, you can use your trimmer if you're more comfortable with that. I am going to use a wet glue just because I want to be able to manipulate them a little bit in case I don't get it quite where I want. And then we're going to pop up the word joy. And I oriented it this way, but you know, it would look great the other way too. These are really fun for texture. I love it. And I was debating using gold because I know everyone says, oh, I never use gold. Obviously it looks gorgeous in gold, but I really like black with like Christmas things just to kind of offset that color and makes it pop more, but that's just me. All right, here we go. And I'm just going to pop this guy up right here. And I'll use these little dimensionals just because I have them. So thanks for watching, guys. Just want to quickly, you know, kind of show you what those things look like there. I love the sentiments that are in that set there. The background dies are so cool. I'm sure this is super ornate and amazing. And you know, I'll probably bring it out for some of the other tutorials because I have quite a few other things to review. Just so we can see that again and see a little more about that. I kind of want that to show, so I'm trying to see where I'm at. So if I did this, it covers it up. That's kind of what my plan was, to make it so that you see the end of it so that you can see that they're all staggered. Right here's probably good. Okay, so I hope you guys liked the tutorial on just, you know, die cutting really pretty. That texture I can't get over. That's really cool. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Die Press, for sending these items for my review. Links will be in the description box, and I'll see you guys at the next one after I answer the door. Bye now.